What should we do about it?
You know, I'm an investigative reporter. I'm not a pundit. So this is really looking at these markets, trying to be objective. My own conclusion
What's your opinion?
is we should decriminalize it. In most of Western Europe, marijuana has been decriminalized, and kids there smoke less pot than in the United States.
Explain that, because I know the audience hears the word legalized versus decriminalized.
Well, if you're caught speeding 80 miles an hour, you get a ticket.
Right.
And that means speeding we don't approve of, but you don't get a criminal record, your first speeding offense that prevents you from getting a job and getting a college education. And in the same way, throughout Western Europe now, marijuana is decriminalized. It's like you get a ticket.
Meaning we don't approve it, so if we
don't
catch it on
approve,
you,
but,
whatever.
But right now, if you have a conviction for marijuana, it can prevent you getting student loans. It can restrict your travel in the future. It can have huge, huge impacts. And most of the people who are getting busted and imprisoned are poor, Latino, black, upper middle class kids, for the most part, get good lawyers, enter drug treatment, and don't suffer the same penalty.
Do you want to say something?
No, I was just, you know, the marijuana thing is, I just feel like there are so many people that smoke pot behind their closed door, and we just don't know about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like for people that smoke it, they have cancer, and that's what relieves their pain. I have sympathy for them, but I'm scared for an 18-year-old that smokes pot and goes out driving. You know, that's what I'm concerned
drinks and
about.
drives too.
Absolutely.
Both of those
Oh,
are
of
dangerous.
course,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, I'm not arguing in this
Yeah.
book that marijuana is a good thing or that anyone should smoke it, but the question is, if people are smoking it, what's the best way to deal with this and prevent as much harm as possible?
I keep hearing that, but it never gets done.
Yeah, exactly. I want to talk about porn, actually, in this, because the sex industry, if I'm reading your book correctly, generates as much money as Hollywood's box office?
The adult industry now has grown so much in the last 30 years, it's equal to the domestic Hollywood box office receipts. And that part of the book is showing how...
That's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
Fast and Furious made, what, 60 million last weekend? You mean
I'm
to
not
tell me
sure.
that there's some...
$8 to $10 billion is the estimate, just for the, not including prostitution.
Oh, dear.
But I mean, you know, the strip clubs and porn industry, and in
So
the
should
book,
we legalize that too?
well, in the book, I'm looking at how this was. Well, no, this was
Legalized.
Well, no, but prostitution is not.
Well, wait. In the book, I'm looking at how this was a very underground industry 30 years ago. Lenny Bruce was in prison just for saying swear words in a nightclub act, and now you can see that on cable television.
But isn't all of this a reflection on us as well, that this has been allowed to happen?
Absolutely. I mean, this is looking at what Americans say they like versus what they actually do like, and the laws, as much as possible, should reflect what people really do in their lives.
Right. Yeah, and this statistic here, a 2000 poll conducted by Christianity Today, said that 27% of America's pastors sought out porn on the internet, ranging from a few times a year to a couple times a month or more. So what we preach on Sunday is not necessarily what we do Friday night, is your point.
That's true.
It just shows that it's a mainstream part of society today.
Well, this is very interesting facts. This is a conversation that can go on ad infinitum. Nothing ever gets fixed. Thanks to Eric Schlosser. His book is called Reefer Madness, and everybody in our audience is getting a copy. We'll be right back.